Mayor Phillips, Mr. Dye. As a prior resident of Olive Branch, and the love for Olive Branch that my small family did share, it pains me to be typing this letter to you. Yesterday, on the 19th, I dealt with the most abominable, putrid of dealings and treatment by your municipal judge, Leslie Shoemate. That in itself is an upgrade for the complete lawlessness, lack of moral turpitude and integrity, and sharp, hard turnaway from the Constitution and expectations of a functioning society. This type of reprehensible behavior by any government employee should never be tolerated. Yet it's become a common reality that I've witnessed more and more over the past several years, and especially when I decided to embark on my inner calling to document and produce in the live, ongoing documentary series, Riding with the Outlaw. I am a Marine Corps veteran. I swore an oath to my country to uphold and defend its Constitution against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. And the clear, cutthroat attack by this lawless municipal court judge in Olive Branch today pretty much undercut everything that I've seen and documented. There's an extreme abuse and fissuring of the judicial gavel, a permanent staining of the robe in which he wears, most certainly a tipping of the judicial scales, and a sharp declaration of war on our blended constitutional republic/democracy. The founding fathers of America, who declared our independence, are rolling over and over in their graves. The same ones whom outlined and emboldened our basic human rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and composed our Constitution, which has been the foundation that has set and molded America as the last truly free nation in the world, governed by laws meant to extend to all individuals and especially to protect all, especially naturalized citizens. In my time of dedicating myself to my country, and in my 33 years, I know of one Constitution, one set of laws, not two. This judge is not above the law. He's not above the Constitution. And the treacherous mistake that he just made yesterday is definitely going to cost Olive Branch. Judge Shoemate is a danger and a liability to the city of Olive Branch. He is a tarnish on the good name. I trust to it that Mr. Mayor and Mr. Dye will see to it that Judge Shoemate is relieved of his duties as municipal court judge of Olive Branch by the end of the day tomorrow. Watch this video. See the proof. See that I did nothing to deserve the consequences that I reaped yesterday. All I've asked since the beginning were for equal protection of the laws, for the laws to be applied evenly. And I don't think I'm asking too much. My name is Matt Reardon, and I am the Oxford Outlaw.
My name is Matt Reardon. I am the Oxford Outlaw. Those who don't know, I was the target of a witch hunt back in 2017. It was politically motivated. It was centered around eliminating the liability that Lafayette County, Mississippi brought on themselves, and it was also done in a way to help usher in the election of a new Democrat mayor, a female mayor by the name of Robin Tannehill. I just bonded out just a little bit ago. I want to tell you exactly what happened. It literally has me seeing red. I've got the recording, and I'm releasing the recording live on this live stream. I was banished back in 2017. It was part of a political stunt which helped elect and protect an incoming socialist mayor. It was also a ploy to remove the liability off of Lafayette County that they brought on themselves with an unlawful arrest that they made May 1st while I was standing in solidarity in front of the statue on the square in Oxford, holding the state flag, had a gun on my hip, as I'm legally, constitutionally, legislatively allowed to do. It was not a protest. It was only me. I was not causing any problems. Ever since then, everything has slid downhill into just absolute hell and mayhem. I was framed at the end of May. They said that on or before May 8th, I put these bar owners in fear of their life with an AR-15. Funny thing is, I met with the FBI. The day before that arrest, I had a death threat that was issued to me. Okay? On top of that, the incoming mayor had taken out an emergency injunction to help bar me from speaking at City Hall on June 6th, which I was already slotted to speak out at. I had information, not to mention I had a grievance that needed to be addressed. I did everything the right way. This county decided they were going to hem me up and they were going to silence me in some of the most grotesque of ways. Now, since then, I've been targeted through my daughter, my 6-year-old daughter. The mother of my 6-year-old daughter has gotten away with putting some of the most heinous false accusations on me to not only destroy me, but to destroy my now family of 5. Has accused me, actually just got done with a court case where she had accused me in November of 2018 of raping her. Funny thing is with that, not really funny. I always say funny. Not funny. She admitted on a recorded phone call that it was part of a further conspiracy that her husband played a part in, and falsely trying to frame me for rape. She was arrested, charged with making a false police report. Unfortunately, the state of Mississippi looks at filing a false report of rape, or any false report for that matter, as a misdemeanor. There needs to be changes to that law. If you accuse somebody of a heinous crime such as rape, anything that is a felony, that person should be charged with a felony. It is not a deterrent. It is never going to fix anything. Giving them a misdemeanor, a slap on the wrist, maybe $1,000 fine, and max 12 months in jail, which we all know should only be, or it only ends up tending to be a month, maybe. So she pled out to filing a false police report for rape. She pled no contest. And they did that with the intention of appealing it. How do you appeal a no contest pleading? It's beyond me. The judge in this matter was a very liberal judge. I'm a staunch conservative, Trump supporter. Everything going back the last 3 years has had political motivation wrapped all around it. I have been literally the center of a witch hunt, nonstop targeting, and everything has political motivation written all over it. It destroyed my life, destroyed my rights. They disarmed me. I am a Marine Corps veteran. I pledged a lifelong oath. Now, it's generally never anything to brag about when it comes to going to jail. I'm not really trying to brag. But today is more of a bittersweet moment. I'll say it's a bittersweet moment. Because, see, I had anticipated 2 outcomes. Corrupt or just off the charts, slap me crazy, lawlessness. And that's what happened today. This judge showed me that he had no business ever presiding over another case again. He's about as lawless, in fact, he's probably more lawless than Carolyn Bell, believe it or not. So here's what happened this morning. And then right after that, I'm going to play the part that happened yesterday.
Matthew Reardon. Mr. Reardon, I'm going to give you a warning one time and one time only. The next time you call up here, the next time you give anybody in my staff a hard time, I'm going to have you arrested for contempt of court. You're not to come up here. When you call up here, you have to meet directly.
Your Honor, how did I do that?
Be quiet, sir. I understand you want to discuss something with me. Let's hear it. What do you want to discuss with me?
I was simply trying to inquire on the outcome of my ex. She falsely accused me of rape. You've created a monster,
Please,
Your Honor.
take him on back. Take him on back to the back. Go to the back, sir. I'm going to hold you in contempt of court. Take him on back.
Your Honor, I was just trying to address this.
All right, sir, let's go. Come on. You want to go on your own?
Go back.
Your Honor, please. My wife is outside.
I don't care.
My wife is outside. My wife is outside. This is a witch hunt.
I don't see a single thing that I did wrong there. Not a single thing. I think even when the judge got so far out of line, I still composed myself, considering the circumstances, in a very well way. And I know that I wouldn't have a problem in the world convincing every last juror of my innocence, his extreme guilt, and ultimately the liability that falls back on the city of Olive Branch. I'm sick and tired of this lawlessness going on. I'm sick and tired of not being afforded equal protections under the law as guaranteed by the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. My rights over the last 3 years have been completely shredded, and nobody seems to give a shit. So here's your opportunity to fix the problem, to show that you want to do something to fix the problem. Or I'm going to fix it.
Olive Branch Court. This is Dickie.
Hey, Dickie. Is one of the ladies up front in the clerk's office that I can speak with?
I'll transfer you up there. I don't know.
Okay.
Olive Branch Court. This is Ashley.
Hey, Ashley. I was calling. I'm inquiring in on a case that was that's over now, and I'm trying to get some clarification, some understanding on what transpired. I mean, I've called up here a few times. I was the victim in the case, and
Is this Mr. Reardon?
yeah.
Okay, I could just tell by your voice. Why didn't you come to court and ask for the copy of the stuff?
Well, if you remember that following day or whatever, I think it was the next day after I spoke with you, I had told you I've got vehicle issues and I've got definitely financial issues right now because of all the false accusations and just the mess that had been stirred up and started by my ex, and I just wasn't in a position to come up there to Olive Branch the next day.
Okay. I mean, can you come? Could you come this Thursday?
I could. Well, yeah. I mean, I should be able to. Yeah.
I mean, if I were you, just because the judge said he was wanting to talk to you about everything, so I would come back Thursday. You can come at 9 or 2.
Okay. I mean, I have a pretty good idea what's, because her attorney actually just sent me an email last night that she had explained to Judge Shoemate that the Chancery matter in Oxford and about, in the best interest of the child. But what the judge clearly didn't understand in this matter was that I've been the only one that's been civil since day one. I have suffered directly at the hands of this girl putting false accusations against me that have been proven unsubstantiated. She has been enabled fully, and she has kept my child from me since January. It's her that's refusing to co-parent, and so all this did was this further enabled her and created a larger problem if she was let go and not charged. It's ultimately culpable negligence, especially if she strikes again, because I've been completely victimized by her, and I've not even seen my child since January. So they flat out lied to the judge, especially if he just let her go. It's a very serious charge, and I was completely victimized, and I still am. I still can't even see my daughter.
I mean, there's nothing that I can honestly really say.
It's shocking. I mean, the state of Mississippi and the courts have created a monster in her that, she's going to continue to strike. She feels 10 foot tall and bulletproof. And, meanwhile, I'm the one to truly suffer here, and I can't get justice at the hands of the system that's supposed to administer it. And I mean, if the judge got falsely accused of rape, I'm pretty sure he would understand my standpoint, especially if his daughter was immorally kept from him. So yeah, I guess I would like to address the judge, because the judge clearly needs to be addressed.
Okay, then you'll have to come Thursday at either 9 or 2.
All right, Ashley. I'll do I have to give you a set, or can I just play it by ear when Thursday gets here?
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right, thanks. Bye. Okay, so I don't think there's anything out of that was out of place, that was threatening to any staff member. I think that was actually my constitutional duty. I think that anybody should definitely have concerns, especially anybody that's been victimized as many times as I have by false allegations, especially by the same person that is continually enabled.
Well, I just read that they just have that has till the 27th, which will be a week from tomorrow.
Okay. But as of right now...
I'm sure that the appeal has been made yet, but they have till the 27th.
Okay, and then she has to turn herself in on the 27th if not, correct?
One or the other, yes.
What's that?
I said one or the other, either file the appeal or turn herself in.
Okay. All right, good deal. And he suspended the other 11, or what was the other 11 months?
I gotta go back.
And is there a way I can get a copy of that?
You can come up here.
Okay. I didn't know if there's any way I could get... I live in Oxford, an hour away. That's why I was...
Well, that doesn't matter. We can't send these things.
Okay.
You can come review them, but you can't make copies and send them anywhere.
Okay. All right. Yeah, if you could give me the details on that.
Well, it's not much to say here. Just as a counsel, argument with the counsel for the city and defense counsel on sentencing. City argued the maximum jail time and maximum fine. Defendant argued the minimum of this time was latest ongoing custody dispute between the parties now on file in the Fayette County Chancery Court. The court, after hearing the argument, sentenced defendant to 30 days in jail and fined $9.25. The court ordered a report back date to allow appeal if desired by counsel and for final sentencing. So nothing can be done until that final court date.
I got you. Okay.
Unless they go on and file and they may have filed. I don't know that yet.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds good. I'll come up there sometime over the next week and go ahead and get a copy of that. Or well, you said y'all can't do copies or you can't send copies. I can get
You can read it. You can view it.
Oh, I can view it. I can't actually take a physical copy?
I'm not sure. You'll have to check with the court clerk when that time comes.
Okay. Yeah, I figured it's part of public records. It'd be part of the Public Records Act.
Well, there'd be a lot of people less informed about public records. Public records means that you can view it. Doesn't mean we have to copy anything or send anything to someone, but you can view it, what is there.
What it is, it's kicking the can down to the next person. It's a whole bunch of plausible deniability that's going on. And nobody just wants to step up and handle the real problem at hand. Meanwhile, somebody that's been truly victimized by lies and false allegations continues to get more and more victimized, continues to have this child. My child I haven't seen my child since January 20th. While my newborn was in Le Bonheur Hospital, had my 6-year-old Lydia for visitation, dropped her off with her mom, and then that's when all the shit happened. She called in a false claim to child services, tried to claim that my wife had hit her. It was another complete lie. My daughter even told child services. Never happened. Child services dismissed it as a complete lie, unfounded. Meanwhile, I still haven't seen my child because then, oops, COVID hits. Court shut down. She starts invoking child services name into her lies to say that they advised not to let me see my child. Meanwhile, $600 a month in child support's paid out to her. Scandalous, scandalous, scandalous. Every single letter of the word monstrous applies when it comes to this. I've got some stories for you. These stories, it's an ongoing building block into 3 different books that I'm working on. One of them is about riding with the outlaw. My adventures in being politically charged, politically framed, having all the evidence of government involvement, deep state involvement, a bunch of corrupt attorneys, even the courts. The second one's going to be about all the shenanigans with Phyllis Liz Crowder, my ex, mother of my child. The false, just the insanity that encompasses that. All the frivolous, false claims, and my stand against it. Even when it came to having to represent myself. Because I couldn't find an attorney to help me. Meanwhile, she's got attorneys bending over backwards to help defend her lies. I'm pretty sure on a third. And that'll be the more familial aspect. About how my family turned their back on me. Especially at a time that I needed them the most. Especially in seeing the undeniable proof. Seeing me steadily drowning more and more, sinking in quicksand. And yet, it's one thing not to contribute and help out. It's another thing to actually completely turn your back on somebody that is struggling with the particular things that I've run into with all the adversity. The biggest challenges of my life having to be one man going up against a ridiculously corrupt system that continues to break laws, that continues to carry their witch hunt on. I need a prayer. This is Matt Reardon. You've been riding with the Outlaw. Take care, guys.